Been a long time since I've done that. Okay, comments. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. Always expect the unexpected. Hey, SS United States, welcome. Hello, Ray, you dance questionably. Sorry, just being honest. That's fine. I failed my dance classes in school. I didn't spend a lot of time in those classes. I quit after the first year. Something Yakuza. Who is this? Some sort of Sudric legend? Perhaps. I'm a very hot legend too. I'm gonna go grab some water. Hydrate before you dihydrate. Good stuff. Anyway, welcome one and all to another one of these streams. Okay. I'm sorry, dance classes. Yeah, I was in dance classes for a little bit. That was a long time ago, though. What 2026 leak was your favorite and which don't you like? I'm guessing you're asking about all the characters that got revealed recently. Okay. Eat waves. The hell. Ray will return in Avengers Doomsday. Wow. Such a legend when they meet the Misty Island cryptid. Oh my god. But, to answer the question earlier, I don't think I really have a favorite. I guess I'm mostly just surprised at what came out. Like, I'm shocked of all characters they're bringing back Timothy, because from what I remember, his toys sold pretty poorly. I'm excited to see Hector again, though. Stepney and Boko, obviously, I know people will probably want me to mention them. It'll be cool to see new toys of them. I'm assuming that they're going to be toy only, like a lot of characters. I need a better way to position this. No, that's not good. Bear with me. You know what? I guess I'll just keep the... No, I don't want people to look at me while I'm like this. Okay. So, you know about what's going on with Day Out with Thomas. I'm guessing you mean the Strasbourg Day Out with Thomas? Because isn't it like on hiatus or something? Because they're like repairing the Thomas engine that they have there. Like, I don't know, I don't know a whole lot. I don't exactly pay attention to American Day Out with Thomas events. Sorry, not sorry. So, I'm so ready for Spencer and Emily. Who do I buy and give them their LNR and GNR liveries? I mean, buy what you want to buy and do what you want to do with them. It's your money and they're your toys. Personally, I'm probably going to buy Emily when she comes out and just keep her as she is, because she's like the best looking tender engine in the whole range right now. As for Spencer, I'll need to see how he turns out. Oh, right, the petition. I got like a brief glimpse of that. It's whatever. Like, anyone who actually thinks that something like that has a chance of taking off, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like, but anyway, I don't want to keep this stream going for too long, so let's try to get right into it. Recently, some more items from the diecast range have come out, and I want to look at them. I want them to be a palate cleanser after the last stream where I looked at the terrible motorized range again. And to reiterate, I will never give the motorized range another chance. They have let me down 2 times too many, technically 4, because I bought 4 engines from the range, all of them sucked. But anyway, new diecasts. Wave 2 has finally hit the UK. We've got Percy and Clarabelle. We've got Nia. And just today, I went out and was able to find Toby and Henrietta. None of the singles have come out yet, and neither has Hero, but I'm in no rush to get him. I would really like to get Mavis, Charlie, and Scruffy, though. But alas, why is the camera blurry? Okay. I need to go to Doncaster to pick the new releases up. Well, yeah, I've not been to Doncaster in a bit, but I do go there sometimes to buy Thomas stuff. And I've picked up like a few engines. But anyway. Percy and Clarabelle. You know, I've been holding off on getting Percy and Toby until their 2-pack versions come out. Same with Diesel. So he's not coming out till October, I think. So not going to see him for a bit. I go there at least once a month. Cool. I'm probably about the same, really. I go there as often. It's good for drive. But I get not much I can really say about the box art. This Percy I've already spoken about. Clarabelle, it's the uncanny face and that expression that I hate. Let's just get him out. But did you ever get a piece of Gordon, Emily, Ryan, and Spencer merch at Doncaster? Never got Ryan, I can say that for sure, or Spencer. I might have been able to get an Emily or Gordon at the past, but I don't remember. Whatever, I don't need the box. Take a look at Percy and compare him to the plastic version from the Bucket set, not Bucket, Railroad Builder, whatever. Oh. I just realized I'm a little annoyed I didn't notice this. My Percy has dodgy printing. I think one of his eyes is a bit too high up. Bit of a shame. I was probably going to buy more of these packs anyway, just to make custom coaches, so it's whatever. These Percys are like slightly different shades. I don't know if it shows up on camera. But even the wheels are a bit different. Like, they seem a bit lighter on the plastic one. This, of course, has a bit more weight. But this one has extra painted detail, which is nice. That's missing on this one. He has that expression, which I can't stand. I just want to punch him. I can't remember if I brought this up in the other stream, but he has lamp irons molded on his running board, which no other character in the range has, not even Thomas. Which is a little interesting. While I don't like the face, it does seem like the sculpt is a bit better on the diecast one. Not really a whole lot to say. It's a character I've already looked at, just a different version. So we'll put him aside. Anyway, we have Clarabelle, who, unsurprisingly, is basically the same as Annie, just flipped the other way around, and has a different face. Her mouth is closed, and she's not doing the eyebrow thing, but she is kind of doing a bit of a smirk going on, which is probably why they paired her with Percy. That's clearly you don't own an air fryer. I wish they'd stop putting this face on like everyone. Her details are basically the same, except the A has become a C on the side of her. There's also like a C underneath her face, which is a bit harder to see, but it's molded on there. Same with Annie. Like Annie, she's held in with screws. So these two are probably going to be pretty good for custom. Well, custom fodder. Yeah, and not a whole lot to say on this, but it's nice to finally have the complete set of Thomas and his coaches. So yeah, put those aside. Check the comments. Finally, can make it to one of these live in the US, so your streams can be whack for me. Oh, live in the US. Yeah, time zones are annoying. I did used to stream a lot at times like these, but recently I've been doing it like when it's still daylight for me. But yeah, in the future I might do more streams around this time. Now, Nia and Toby. See, Nia's the one I'm more excited for, but Toby is also the one I got today, so I don't know. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. Actually, no, I'll save that. For all I know, some people might click off the moment I'm done with Toby and start talking about this. Did you get the fire alert that went off earlier? Yeah, I did. It startled me. I had just gotten out of the shower when that happened. But Nia. So the weirdest thing to me is that she's not centered in her box. She's like oddly pushed back with a lot of empty space here. I'm not sure why. Because Every other character is centered. It's a bit strange, but she comes with this minecart, which is cool. I do like the idea of bundling characters up with rolling stock. That's fun. This artwork on the side, which is clearly just her arc render, but with the nameplate edited off and the new face. Nia's new face has grown on me a bit, but the way it's rendered here does look a little uncanny. I think something I've realized is that a lot of the faces for the new show, they would probably look at least a little better if the eyes weren't so big. Like, because Nia's face here especially, she's almost completely pupil. She looks like a weird bug. Let's get her out. Oh, she does not want to come out. There we go. Oh my god, Nia. There's Nia. We'll take a look at her truck first. This is just an All Engines Go minecart. It's, well, not exactly the same mold. It's probably modified a fair bit, but it looks basically identical. Not sure if we'll actually see anything like this in the new series. It doesn't have a peg in the bottom and no cargo either, but they didn't put any cargo with the troublesome trucks, so I'm not surprised. It has orange wheels to match Nia. I don't know, that's something they've been doing with her toys for a bit. Like her 80th motorized toys also had that. It's a bit jarring, not gonna lie. I kind of wish they would have chosen something a bit more fitting for this, like black or brown wheels. But either way, it's not the most exciting piece of rolling stock, but it's fun to have. It could be good for mine scenes. And now we've got Nia. And I gotta say, this is probably like one of the best Nia toys that I've seen. Like, she looks really good. Like, this is probably the best in terms of proportions, and she has the right wheel arrangement. The details are about, well, par for the course, this range, but has all her patterns, her rivets, her cab and bunker are plastic, but the boiler and tanks are metal. It's a little distracting. Her tanks on the top here have holes in them on both sides. Her whistle is molded on, but it's not painted. Her lamp is a part of the face mold, which I'm not a big fan of. I know Charlie is like that too. And the 2022 Wooden Hero was like that. I think the face looks nicer on the toy than it does on the box. Has a molded tail lamp, nice coal detail. And there's the bottom. She doesn't have swiveling bogies like Gordon, Henry, or James. But from what I've seen, she can actually run on the track just fine. Which, no, I was going to give an example now, but we'll take a look at that once I've got everyone out the box. Stuff like this does make me curious for how they're going to pull off other big engines in the future. But honestly, overall, I'd say Nia's pretty solid. She could even be one of my new favorites for this range. I'm going to look at the comments real quickly. If Nia had the smart magnets, her CGI face and nameplate, and the wheels from the diecasts of 2013 to 2021, I would deadass be convinced it was from an alternate universe where Fat Magnet Take and Play never happened. Honestly. Like, I saw someone on Twitter actually cut these off and gave Nia smart magnets, and it was really cool. Like, got a Take and Play Nia in the original style would be awesome. I want to live in that timeline. Okay. I think Nia looks really good. Same. It's kind of weird how Nia and Charlie both have lamps molded on their face and Smokebox. Yeah, I'm sure about that. I'm not really a fan of that. It's weird. But I just want to know a fun fact, simple question. Go ahead. Oh, we're losing viewers. I've got to start opening more toys. We'll finally move on to Toby. Again, I've been avoiding this guy like the plague until Henrietta comes out. It is nice to have a new Henrietta toy after so long. Nelly, like one of the pocket rockets. God. Oh, I guess I should also talk real quick. The promo art of Toby. The face has grown on me a little, but it still doesn't really scream Toby to me, and also, I don't know, I think out of most of the promo pictures, this Toby face especially is one I look at, and I'm just sort of like, yeah, not beating the AI allegations. Henrietta, I think, looks fine, though. Her buffer being black is a bit weird, but she's okay. I mean, we barely got any merch of her in the past. Yeah, exactly, so it's great to see more. Joseph May apparently voiced a few characters in the game Genshin Impact. Yeah, I knew about this. He's voiced in a few things. Voice actors tend to be in a lot of different projects. Oh, I never showed this off, but there's the back of the box for anyone interested. Let's get these open. Hello, everyone. Do you like gambling? Joseph May Tom. Imagine he says that at, like, you know those little sequences at the end of Big World episodes? He pulls up at Vickerstown, looks at the camera, and he's like, have you ever gone gambling? Hey there, kids. Do you like gambling? Have you opened Hero yet? I don't have Hero. He's not in stores yet. I don't like that they changed Charlie. I love it, honestly. I hope they do it to more characters. The series desperately needs more women. In fact, they need to make a lot of the existing characters, the existing female characters for the diecast line, because don't get me wrong, I love the variety of characters they've announced. There is a severe lack of women. Hello, Matt. Sometimes the quality of the merchandise can ruffle some feathers, indeed. You would know, wouldn't you? But in the end, I hope someone can tell stories of the new toys and spread their wings and fly. Yeah, same. That's all we really want. Oh my Okay, there was a comment I missed. Just on check. I know that the Thomas promo being AI was debunked, but the black and white Toby concept art never was. Wrong windows, only red on the coupling, and inconsistent wood paneling has to be AI, in my opinion. Yeah, I can definitely see that being AI. Like, unfortunately, it wouldn't surprise me if AI was used in at least, like, planning stages for character designs or something, which I'm not a fan of. That. That's Demon Swan. Martin Sherman's Thomas voice sounds like a typical battle anime shonen protagonist, and the only anime adjacent thing he ever voiced was a character in Xenoblade Chronicles Lamau. God. But the thing is, make a new female to the cast. Don't change a male one to a female one, please. Some countries may not even be able to air the new series due to that, like Arabia or Poland. I know it's a different canon. It doesn't matter. I think it's perfectly fine for a character to be changed. I mean, hell, in other dubs for the original series, characters' genders were changed all the times. Time. Duck became a woman in Greece. It's like, I don't know, hell, even Audrey referred to Skarloey as a she in some of his notes. Like, I think it's fine. And I think changing a character's gender is a great way to diversify the cast without forcing too many new characters into it, because there are already so many characters in Thomas, and I feel like this is probably a better way to go about it than, you know, another, oh, Edward and Henry are getting replaced type thing. I don't think it's a big deal. All I care about is if the show actually writes Charlie to be an interesting character. But Skarloey was gonna be a girl? I probably not. I don't know, but there are like Audrey has referred to some characters with she/her pronouns in like some of his lecture notes. An obscure fact I've learned is that Rheneas was pronounced like he was in the Railway series in the Welsh dub. That's very interesting, actually. But we're getting off topic. Here's Toby. His body is all plastic, but his chassis is metal. So he's like Annie and Clarabelle. He's held together with rivets, though. Okay. You know that some countries may not air the new series or censor it because of their political views and may find it's propaganda in some way. Well, that's their problem. Like, just because... Okay, how do I say that? How do I say this in a way that... Oh, God. I want to be possible. Just because other cultures aren't open to like gender swapping a character or transgenderism or any other like LGBT adjacent topic, because I know this can definitely be seen in that lens. I know a lot of people have started like headcanoning Charlie as trans, which is fucking awesome. More power to them. But just because there are some cultures out there that don't approve of this type of stuff, that doesn't mean that we should just never encourage it. Like, if anything, this is the time to be more open and supportive of those kind of ideas. Like, it's the 21st century. Do you know about Alice the Blue Engine? No, I don't. The reason why Thomas and Scarlo is referred to as she/her is because a lot of people IRL refer to trains as she/her. Yeah, I know, and it makes sense, but still, it's still like something fun to think about, and as precedent. Have you heard the new special won't be coming to Netflix in the UK? I've not heard about that, but I'm not sure what's going on with it. Again, topic. Toby, I got get the swan out of here. The face is fine. It's accurate to the box. He's got like slight eyelids to him. The detail on the side is fine enough. Not great. No printing on the back or the front. Obviously, he doesn't have side plates. But, if I'm honest, Toby not having side plates on his toy doesn't annoy me nearly as much as his roof being on backwards. Like, don't get me wrong, this isn't great either, but I can honestly live with him not having them, because it's not like this is the first Toby toy to not include them. And to an extent, I can understand if not including them was an intentional design choice, but how do you get this wrong? They have so many reference materials of like Toby's CGI model, or probably any other promotional stuff that's been put out, and countless toys that Mattel have made of him in the past. How does no one notice that that at least the funnel is in the wrong place? Yeah. And you know, if it had to be designed like this, for me at least, I feel like this running board piece would be a lot more tolerable if they made it grey instead of red. The red doesn't look good against the brown. But if this was just like painted grey and maybe a bit of printing on the front to give it a red buffer beam, like Mavis, I think that would be... It obviously wouldn't be perfect, but I think it would be tolerable. It's like... yeah. Like... That being said, I do think they dropped the ball with him. Toby is so close to being perfect. Yeah. The original concept of Shining Time Station was to... No, Edward wasn't going to be replaced in Shining Time. His name was going to be changed to Alice. Like, it's the same character, just under a different name. But, yeah. Anyway, yes. Toby, one of the weaker models in the range, not too impressed by him. Henrietta, though. Yeah, I like this. She's got nice detail on the side. She's got these windows to match Annie and Clarabelle. She's also got these little patterns on the bottom here, which... they're pretty fun. They're not too intrusive. They're a bit more elegant. Her face actually looks really good. Again, I've said that I don't like it when they give all the female characters these eyelashes, just to make it very obvious that this is a girl. But I do think the face itself looks nice on her. It's also cool that she has molded detail for her windows, even if they're not painted. And the railings are actually, like, fully modeled. Like, you can see through them. And that's pretty cool. I don't know if this is supposed to be her door at the back, or if that's just, like, a manufacturing thing. But it's neat. And, like I said, she is pretty short compared to Toby. I know she is supposed to be a bit shorter than him in the show. I don't think it's to that extent. How's she look next to Annie and Clarabelle? Okay, she's a little bit shorter than Annie and Clarabelle, too. Sure. I know there are probably going to be some people curious about it, so here she is next to a wooden railway, Toby. For those of you who might still be struggling to get a Henrietta in wooden railway, or maybe want to get one of a face, there you go. Her body is actually metal, unlike Annie and Clarabelle. So much for consistency. Yeah, she's good. Not the best model in the range, but it's just cool that she's even included. I'm happy with her. Now, let's take a moment to enjoy some time on the tracks. I think I might get the Toby and Henrietta 2-pack just so my 2013 Take and Play Toby can finally have something to pull. Valid. Okay. Let's get Percy and Clarabelle. I like trains. God, it feels so good to have a Toby and Henrietta pairing in a merch range as well. That's makes me so happy. And now Nia. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, she handles the curves just fine. And the ascending tracks as well. Yeah, good stuff. Overall, I'd say that I'm very happy with all of these, to be honest. If I had to rate them, I guess... like, rating the packs in general is not like the individual pieces. I'd say they're like perfectly lined up in order from what I consider weakest to the best. Of Percy and Clarabelle, Toby and Henrietta, and then Nia. Which, like, yeah, obviously I'm not too big on... Well, no, the Percy is fine. I'm just not big on how they seem to be depicting him in all the promos. But the toy itself is okay. Clarabelle is also fine, but again, she is just a modified Annie. Toby and Henrietta's pack would be great. It's just brought down by how subpar Toby is. And I would say Nia is the best just because, well, look at her. Her model is stunning. And the minecart, while nothing too fancy, it is a fun addition, and I will always welcome more rolling stock. I wonder how well one of the Brio Thomas engines run on the new track. I haven't tested those out yet. I assume the tank engines are fine. I'm not sure about the tender engines. I might grab one of those now that you've put that idea in my head. Have you seen Tedious Tales of Sodor? That series has some gender-bent characters like NB Percy and gender-fluid Toby. I have not watched the series. I've been meaning to get to it. I do know about Percy and Toby, and I think that's hella based. Now, if you excuse me. Because this was asked, Brio Gordon, how well does he like the new track? To answer your question, oh yeah, Brio engines seem to really enjoy the new track. You ever got to see Engines of 8? No, I heard about it, but it never really appealed to me. Why is the camera focusing on the Thomas in the background? Stop that. Okay. Before I end the stream, I'm going to try and line everyone up. Just see the complete roster here. Put Cloudberry,